Oh, it's classic Nick Miller. Hey, look, I'm holding her hand. What? Yeah, I want to go out too.
Ugh, couples. Ew. Piss.
Every time you have sex with the same person, Jess, you die. Just a little bit. It's like a copy of a copy.
Lucky us, we get to go out looking for some strange Happy V-Day player.
Holla. Look, Jess, truth is, I don't go out on Valentine's Day.
What?
There's no thrill. You know, all these bars filled with emotionally vulnerable women, like a Dominican teenager playing Little League. It's just not fair for everybody else.
It's my first single Valentine's Day in 6 years, and I need to go out, okay? We need to go out. Because I'm feeling pretty twirly.
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 Is that like horny?
I got the dirty twirl, Schmitty. Watch out, because you're about to get laid. World. Who's that girl? Who's that girl? It's just...
So we're doing this full-on Valentine's. What did you do last year?
I was fighting with Caroline.
What were you fighting about?
Oh, you know the usual about how I make too much money and I dress too fancy and I'm too good at communicating my feelings. Well, this year we're going to make up for it. You and me are going to do a real Valentine's Day date.
I know. God, what's the plan?
Well, first of all, you're going to need a map of Arizona
I can get that.
and a container that you're comfortable getting urine in.
Oh, I have one in my purse.
You do?
No, bad idea. You can't go on a first date on Valentine's Day, Winston.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's not a first date, man. We used to hook up all the time. You know, for 2 years I had her number stored in my phone as Shreddy because I was too drunk to type Shelby. She just wants a relaxed night in. It actually sounds kind of sexy. Dude, we're just trying to figure each other out, that's all.
You know where that puts you in 6 months? Yeah, watching It's Complicated on DVD while you cradle your newborn baby to sleep. And guess what? It's not complicated. It's about a bunch of rich white people who are remodeling their kitchen. Are you sure you're really ready for that?
Dude, it's gonna be great.
What are you doing?
I'm packing an overnight bag in case I have one night sex. I've got t-shirt, socks.
Is this a sewing kit?
Yeah, it's a sewing kit. Stain remover, hello.
You don't have one-night stands. You get way too attached. I mean, you could have an emotional connection with a shoe on the side of the road.
Oh, one shoe? I hate that.
Is this Schmidt's idea?
It's my idea. I want to try one night stand. Tonight is all about what Little Jess wants. Little.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna text Kyle and tell him to meet us at the bar because I'm not leaving you alone like this with all of that.
I'm sorry, I don't know who's smelling what tonight.
Excuse me, you know where Julie Cleary's office is?
Does she need to sign for something? A little late for a package, isn't it? Let me guess, your bike broke down. Fixed gear, single speed. I've been rocking a 3-speed.
No, I'm not a bike man.
Follow me.
Okay.
She can get pretty cranky when she gets interrupted. I'll tell you what, I would still hit that. I mean, despite the age difference, I would just take that to Pound Town. You know what I mean? Just take her a visit to the boneyard. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Nick. That's my boyfriend, Nick. Hi, that's my little intern, Cliff.
Excuse me, Cliff.
Can you get him a water? Thank you.
Hey, Cliff.
Thanks, Cliff. Sorry, it's such a mess in here. But I went full out with the cheesy Valentine's Day stuff. Are you ready for it?
What did you do?
Haha!
Hard boxers. These are the best.
Right?
I'm putting them on right now over my pants. You can't stop.
I don't want to stop you because I am going to be rocking this action.
You were born to wear that thing.
We can never talk about any of this.
Okay,
Anybody.
can we go?
I have a little bit more work to do, just like an hour.
Hey, babe.
Ooh, you brought wine. Yeah. Good, we're almost out. It's not the food. Come on in. I got a polish.
He looks like a player.
Oh, never mind.
I thought we said no guys.
I am not touching his feet.
I'm not kidding you.
Where's what's his name?
We are actually going to meet up later because he's got a little surprise for me.
Spoiler, it's his penis.
Okay, stop. Enough. Pay attention.
You're from Oregon.
Yeah.
I'm from
No,
Oregon.
but
I mean, how often do you meet Oregonians?
I don't know.
Oh, can you hold on 1 second?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my God, he's from Oregon. I'm from Oregon.
bad
No,
idea.
you can't do this. I'm
Horrible.
sorry.
You bonded emotionally. If you end up having sex with him, it's going to be missionary with a lot of eye contact. Look, that is not one-night stand material.
You gotta listen to me. He's right on this one. Sorry.
I know what I'm talking about. I have my 10,000 hours. Outliers? You should read it. Malcolm Gladwell. It's one of my Desert Island books, along with Machiavelli's The Prince, Freak by John Leguizamo, any of the scripts from the first season of Vampire Diaries, a little Phantom Tea.
I love Phantom Toll
Of
Booth.
course you do. You're a human being.
So, no connection.
Zero.
Sorry, babe. No.
Hey, have your cherry.
Sure.
Cool.
Okay, lady?
Showing. Hey guys, this is Oliver. Oliver is a
Web creator.
Also, we both love lunch.
Love lunch.
You're
Wow,
kidding.
what a coincidence.
When people talk about breakfast being the most important meal of the day, I'm like,
What is that?
what about lunch, man? You want another drink?
If I didn't know you better, I'd think you're trying to look me up.
Why are you talking like that?
Oh, Oliver, we have nothing in common. Yes, I have no emotional connection to him at all, but I'm just gonna eat lunch off that butt.
So what about you? What about that redhead over there? I thought you totally had that.
Oh, that's in process.
This is where I do this kind of like look thing, where like my confusion makes her confused, and then also kind of hot.
Let me help you. I'm gonna make her jealous.
All right, can you stop? Cece, you are way too beautiful. She'll think she doesn't have a shot with me. Can you stop looking at me like that, please?
What? Look, I'm not even looking at you.
The pouty one, the naughty baby Indian. I just ate something spicy and now my lip is swollen. Baby! Hi. All right, just get in there, man. Clean it all out. Like a dentist.
Oh, look. Surprise, shrooms. Huh?
Kyle, you
I ate
really
three.
shouldn't have.
I ate three on a pizza.
Look at you, man. You're a champion.
We're gonna go because he's about to get real handsy and a little racist. So you'll watch Jess.
Yeah.
Let's go, Kyle.
Schmitty. Hey, so I'm gonna go home with Oliver.
Great. I'm so happy. Hey, 3 words, double bag it.
I got that covered. These guys, honey back, so.
100 condoms? What, are you gonna have sex with an army?
Well, I'm gonna get up in it, man.
It's the biggest box of condoms I've ever seen, honestly. Does it have like a roller? Like, you go through the airport with it?
I'm gonna rip in a new one.
Very intimidating. A normal man can go maybe 3 times in a night, depending on how much salmon he's had.
He's literally the most boring person I've ever met. He's described every lunch he's had this week, and 3 of them were tacos.
My work here is done.
Not really. Little favor, he doesn't have a car. I don't have a car because I came with you, so I kind of just...
No.
One of the tacos had extra cheese, and the other one had avocados and cheese, actually.
Well, I guess it's time to take that Chinese head out of that Chinese ass, man.
I pushed the reservation to 8:30.
Okay, I just need 40 to 50 more minutes, okay? I'm sorry. Okay.
Hey, Confucius say, you work for me.
What, Winston?
Hey man, look, I'm sorry to call you. I know you're at dinner.
No, I'm not Winston. I'm actually hanging out with a guy named Cliff.
Are we hanging out? It's awesome.
Listen here, man. I'm at Shelby's house and there's 2 other girls here. They're drinking cranberry juice, talking about Michelle Obama's upper body workout. I got a nose strip on my face, man.
So leave.
Just that. I really enjoy being around this girl.
All right, so stay.
You know what? I'm gonna stay.
Can I ask you something? With her, is it gentle or is it not so gentle? You know?
Yeah, I'm gonna act like you didn't just say that. Cliff.
Fair enough.
Yeah, man, I got your text. What part of that does not understand?
You want some champagne, Cliff?
Is he injured?
No, I think that's
You lost.
Why are you posting?
Bathroom break.
It's right in the middle of the movie. What's wrong with him?
Why are you still here?
You don't have a car. He doesn't have a car. How are you gonna get home?
I'm gonna take a cab, Schmidt.
It's a horrible neighborhood. Okay, there are youths everywhere.
Youths? Are you Officer Krupke?
Just. It's Cece. Hello.
Why are you crashing just this one night stand?
Well, he asked me if I wanted to watch Planet of the Apes. I didn't know he meant right now.
Ugh,
What's wrong with
hate
you?
Tell him to leave.
Get out of there, Schmidt. Leave your car there and I'll come get you, okay?
What's going on over there? Where are you? Where's Kyle?
I'm at a playground. Kyle's shrooming. I'll see you guys later.
I love brown people.
That's racist, Kyle.
Excuse me. Back to the movie. Ready?
Yeah.
These monkeys look so real.
Apes. They're apes.
Oh, one of those.
Get
Like there's a real
Get
difference.
out.
Like there's a real difference.
No.
All right.
youths.
You know what, Cliff? I'm sorry, I'm just feeling very romantic, and I have nowhere else to put it, so happy Valentine's Day, good looking.
You know what?
What?
Put it right here, because I like it. So how did you get that far into law school and then drop out?
Well, I got my heart broken.
Yeah.
And then everything got weird. I started playing guitar in an alt-country ska band.
Sure.
Gambling a lot. Yeah. There was a really weird week where I wore a long blonde wig, and I made everybody call me Sandy Ferguson.
I have never loved anyone that much.
Then I drove to Mexico, and I tried to enter a cockfight.
As a person?
Yes, Cliff, as a person. Come on! Get me out of here! Help! Help!
I've had a tough couple of days, Freddie.
The point of the story is I looked around my life and I realized that I didn't want to work for somebody else my whole life.
That is exactly how I feel, man.
Yeah, but the second half of that story is how I went broke and started working for somebody else my whole life. Okay, what was that?
I don't want to be a lawyer. I don't want to do this.
Don't do this. Not tonight.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving tonight.
Look what I found under a pile of depositions.
I'm quitting.
What?
Nick convinced me that I can't waste my life doing your stapling
I
anymore.
never said anything like that, Julia.
Don't.
I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not working all night on Valentine's Day. I'm just going to get in my car and I'm just going to drive until I see the sun. Because it's got to be shining somewhere. And for once in my life, I'm going to spend some time with my birds.
Woo! No, Cliff, we're going to start paying you so soon.
Julia, I am so sorry. I just told him a story about when I got arrested in Mexico.
You got arrested in Mexico?
I wasn't going to tell you until after you got knocked up and were stuck with me.
Now I got to do all this stuff.
I know. I'm sorry.
Just go home, Nick.
Sorry.
I'll call you tomorrow.
What? Are you kidding me?
Hey, Amy. This is my ex, Amy. We broke up last week. She can't afford to move out because she doesn't work. What? Hey, so how was your night?
Are you serious right now, Oliver?
Hey, I'm Jess.
Oh. Hey. Who is she?
What are you doing here, Cece?
Sorry, I just came to get Schmidt.
Schmidt left like an hour ago.
No, I didn't.
Are you kidding me?
My tires were stolen by street youths.
Oh!
Hey, did I pee my pants? Friends? Did I pee in my pants?
No,
guys?
you're just on drugs.
He definitely peed, I can see.
See? See? Who's standing now? Okay, all of you, get out of here. We gotta get out of here.
This guy's like a magician.
How does it feel, Oliver?
Okay. Kyle, I'm the one you're gonna sleep with tonight, so we gotta...
What are you gonna do now?
You're cute.
Oh, God. Get out of here! Get out of my house! What? Hey, Kyle. Hey, it's a stick. Go get it.
Oh, shiny.
Woo! What does a girl gotta do to get a one-night stand around here?
This sangria is amazing, Winston.
My grandmother's recipe, so I can't take credit for that. But seriously, Tia, you don't want a man who has fancier underpants than you.
I keep trying to tell her that.
It's true.
You want to have the fanciest drawers in the relationship. Boom.
Wow.
Hey, are you gonna be done soon?
Maybe.
She can't keep eating tacos all night.
Yeah.
Because I ate most of the tacos yesterday.
You know what? I can't do this. You're a really great guy, and I mean, I don't know that, but honestly, I was just gonna use you as a giant meat puppet.
I'm looking pretty good right now.
It's just so hard, you know? I feel so alone sometimes. And I lied to you. I'm not a web creator.
I'm not a player.
I miss her so much.
Oh, she's just in the kitchen.
Baby! You made me a smoothie!
No, just making copies.
Did you do all of this?
I did.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
And I just want you to know that there's a photocopy of my butt somewhere in your recycling bin.
Okay.
I had a weird moment, Julia, and I went for it, okay? And if anyone finds it, I want them to know that I moved during the copy and I don't actually have 2 butt cracks.
I know.
What?
I've never, ever cared about Valentine's Day before.
And neither have I. But it's nice,
Yeah.
right?
You did all the work wrong, though.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay. I'm sorry.
No. What you gotta do?
Hi, Ming. Yeah, I got your text, and yeah, it was wrong, just like every single other text you've sent me tonight. Can I call you? I'm sorry.
Are you arguing with me about that? Are you actually arguing with me about that?
Hi, girl. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Shell.
That was fun.
Anytime.
So, you weren't expecting a girls' night, were you?
Not really. You know, Tia needed some tough love.
You keep doing it.
What?
Making up for how you used to be. You don't remember? Valentine's Day, 2008? You said you'd call. You didn't? I waited all night.
Okay, I don't deserve a second chance that you do, I.
What? Here you are. Getting one.
Hey.
Hey, what are you doing home so soon?
Well, I helped him get back together with his ex-girlfriend. He made me video chat with his mom in Hawaii for a couple minutes, and then I came home. So,
Jess, you don't want your first one-night stand to be with some total stranger. You gotta pick someone who you know who's not gonna make a big deal out of the whole thing. You have an urge, you act on it. And whatever you do, leave immediately afterwards. God help you if you get sucked into a brunch.
thanks, Schmidt.
Come here.
You smell good.
It's probably the oil of the ylang tree. Don't overthink it.
Don't overthink it. Schmidt?
Hey, Jess, what are you doing?
I was asking Schmidt a question.
Oh,
What?
were you
What? No.
with Schmidt?
No. No. I was holding those, but I...
Oh my God! What has gotten into you?
no.
And why do you have so many condoms?
Don't ever speak of this again.
You need one. Top two. Let's go.
No,
We'll get
I
this
was
later.
feeling twirly.
No, you're not having sex with Schmidt.
What is happening out there?
Stop. Look, what? It's somebody can't just... I'm gonna say that you drugged me, and it's my word against yours, okay?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That makes sense.
You smell so good right now. You are not gonna believe the stupid thing I almost did last night.
Tell me.
Okay, but you have to promise never to tell anyone, ever.
Of course. Out with it. Tell me.
Okay, I almost tried to hook up with Schmidt last night.
That would have been crazy.
I know. Can you imagine? Ugh.
I cannot. I gotta go, okay? Bye.